Hello everybody, Ghostblade 1062 here with another locomotive review. Today we will be looking at the Modelbahn Shop Lippe exclusive Roco Class 193 Vectron Locomotive. Okay, taking a look at the box, we have the usual plain blue-gray box from Roco. On the left-hand side, we have a outline drawing of the locomotive. We have the Deutsche Bahn logo, and just to the left of that we have the product ID, this being 7510087. We have the road number here, and we have icons depicting that it is a HO scale locomotive with short coupler compatibility, DCC decoder, sound installation, and it is an Era 6 locomotive. Opening up the box, first of all, we have our certificate of authenticity showing that this is number 323 of 500. Then behind that we have our operator's manual. And this is in a number of different languages. We have a exploded parts diagram. Instructions on how to install the accessories. And we have a guide to our DCC functions. Next up, we have two part bags for the locomotive, including windshield wipers, replacement plows, handrails, brake lines, and many other fine detail parts. The locomotive itself is sitting in this two-piece shell, and underneath we have another function sheet with some CV information as well as a spare parts diagram. And now for the locomotive itself. it is wrapped in this thin plastic for additional protection, which also helps with lifting it out of its packaging. Taking a look at the side of the locomotive, we have separately fitted handrails on either sides of the doors, molded in steps. We have our warning labels across the bottom. We have the manufacturer of the prototype being Siemens, the road number, as well as the Vectron classification. We have a number of other warnings along the bottom, as well as our air compressor. We have some nicely detailed trucks with brake rigging. We have the Deutsche Bahn, das ist grün, decaling on the side of the locomotive here. Taking a look at the front of the locomotive, we have the Deutsche Bahn logo, as well as part of the road number and its classification. We have holes underneath the windows for the windshield wipers that are yet to be installed. We have directional lighting on either side, as well as up top here. The other side looks identical. On this side again, we have our another compressor and reservoir. We again have our nicely detailed trucks and warning labels. Taking a look at the roof of the locomotive, we have a total of 4 pantographs showing that this locomotive is designed for European cross-border operation, being able to switch between various power systems. We have separately fitted etched grates, as well as separately fitted wires and capacitors along the roof of the locomotive. Flipping it over, we will now see if the axles are in gauge as per the NMRA standards gauge. And all 4 axles are engaged, and we can see that this axle here has traction tires on both sides. And now we will take the locomotive over to the track for function test. Alright, now that we have the locomotive on the track, we will begin going through its various functions, starting with F0 being directional lighting. And as we can see, we have head and tail lights on the locomotive that change with direction of travel. Function 1 is locomotive sound. Function 2 is the high-pitched horn. Function 3 is the low-pitched horn. Function 4 is the compressor. Function 5 is coupler sounds. Function 6 is shunting gear and lights. Function 7 is high beams. Function 8 is driver cab 2 lighting. Function 9 is lighting for driver cab 1. Function 10 is lighting inside of the cab behind the doors. Function 11 is axle squeal. Function 12 is combined horn. Function 13 is low horn short. Function 14 is a mute function. Function 15 is a conductor signal. Function 16 is passing train sounds. Function 17 is door sounds. Function 18 is an error warning. Function 19 is train impact sounds. Function 20 is an emergency brake. Function 21 is a safety driving switch. Function 22 is brakes wheel. And then function 23 is volume lower, while function 24 is a volume increase. everybody. This concludes our video of the Modelbahn Shop Lippe exclusive Class 193 Vectron locomotive. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like or comment and subscribe for more model railroad content. Have a great day, everybody.